Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here. Hope everybody is having a great day. None other, I am coming to talk about beginner-friendly makeup brands that I recommend. Now, the reason I decided to do this, I got a DM from somebody who asked me, oh, are you a beginner with makeup? And I told them I've been doing makeup for years on myself. And they said, oh, what's your favorite makeup brands you recommend for people who are just starting off doing makeup from affordable to high-end? And so I decided to give y'all a list of makeup brands that are affordable, that are high-end, that I do recommend. And I'm going to give you an extra one too. So without further ado, let's get started. And so I want to start off with my luxury brands. Now, with luxury brands makeup, I stick to certain types of brands, but I'm also going by what some of my friends and family actually wear and stuff. So with the luxury brands, we have ColourPop, Juvia's Place, Too Faced, Fenty Beauty, Ulta Beauty, and Sephora Beauty collections. Okay, with the Ulta Beauty and the Sephora Beauty collections, this comes from one of my cousins on my mom's side, and this is a brand, two brands that she wears a lot of. And she said their foundations are phenomenal and stuff, especially their matte foundations. Okay, my sister mostly used Juvia's Place or Fenty Beauty. She loves anything Fenty Beauty. She loves the lipsticks and things. So that's something that she would use. She also used Too Faced. Now, we do recommend Too Faced because Too Faced is like, to us, it's kind of affordable. Nothing don't retail, nothing goes over $50. You never see that. So that's why we recommend Too Faced. And ColourPop and Juvia's Place. I consider like ColourPop and Juvia's Place kind of, when it comes to the luxuries end, is sort of like on the affordable end of the luxury brands, but they're pretty good. I mean, their eyeshadows are pigmented. The blushes are pigmented. It's crazy the colors and the combinations of collections that they can put together. They are good. But yeah, that's the luxury brands. Now let me get on to the affordable brands. Now the affordable brands, these are like go-to, like you can find in Walmart, Target, Walgreens, you name it, CVS. You go there, you can find these brands, and these are the brands that I do recommend. Like one of them is L'Oreal Paris. L'Oreal Paris, I recommend their True Match Blend foundations and powders. And that's what I recommend. I recommend that. Okay. I also recommend Milani Cosmetics. Now, I recommend Milani for their blushes, their lipsticks, and their foundations. They have the best thing. Their blushes are so pigmented. I still have, like, I think I got a blush from them like a year ago, and I still have it, and it's good. All right, another brand I recommend is NYX Cosmetics. Now with NYX Cosmetics, I like everything in their collection. Y'all, excuse the throat. Excuse me. I recommend NYX, especially when they come to their foundations. I love their liquid foundations. Any type of foundation I like and stuff. I love their blushes. I love their lipsticks. I love their concealers and I love their primers. Now, the primer I use from them right now is, oh my God, you finna get eyeshadow primer. Now, it's this eyeshadow primer on NYX I use called the Ultimate Eyeshadow Primer, and it's called Ultimate, and it's for eyes and liner, where you can use it to prime your eyes and then also prime a line over it, and you have an eyeliner base as well. Okay, the next one is e.l.f. Cosmetics. Now, I do like e.l.f. Cosmetics, but I like them for a specific reason. I like them for their blushes, and I like them for their shadows. That's the only thing I will recommend e.l.f. for, but they have some good pigmentation. They got a good skincare line. And if you want me to do a skincare, what type of skincare brands I recommend, please thumbs up this, get this video to 50 views, and I would actually do that. But overall, like e.l.f. I actually like. I have a cousin who actually used their skincare brand, but I won't talk about that right here. I'm talking about mostly makeup, but their makeup is on point. Their makeup is on point. I'll give them that. Their makeup is on point. I like their shadows and things. It's been a while since I tried e.l.f., but I'm saying they got some good products, but they also have some good makeup brushes as well. Okay, Black Radiance. Now, I'm very iffy when it comes to Black Radiance. But one of the things that I use, is a couple of things that I use from Black Radiance. One is their lipsticks. I love their lipsticks. I always have, always will. Black Radiance was the first makeup brand I ever started using when I was in middle school. First one. I like that. I love their Black Radiance Long Lasting Setting Spray. That's a good setting spray. And I like their setting powder, loose setting powder. And they setting powder, I will highly recommend those. And then I also recommend their shadows. Been a while since I did use their shadows. But those 4 products from Black Radiance, I will say, are the best thing you can buy from there. Okay, the next thing will be Wet n Wild. Now, the only thing I will use from Wet n Wild, I'm very iffy what I use from Wet n Wild. I like their liquid lipsticks and their liquid lipsticks and their lipsticks. That's 2. I like their blushes. And I like their concealers and stuff. And I like their foundations. And that's when it comes to Wet n Wild. I like all of their products. Regardlessly, if it's good or bad, I like them all. But that's with Wet n Wild. Now, with Maybelline, I will get the single eyeshadows. That's what I will use. I have one I use, and it's this shimmery white one, and I love that. And nobody can tell me different. Nobody can tell me different. So yeah. But yeah, that's that. Now, another thing with Maybelline I use is their brow products. Now, 2 of the brow products I use mostly, I don't use a eyebrow pencil. I use mostly eyebrow gels. Due to me, I'm very awkward of using eyebrow pencil. So I use mostly eyebrow gels to get my shape and stuff and make it a little more, make my brows a little more natural and stuff. If I run out, I will take a stoolie and I will put it in their eyebrow little mixture just to get my shape as well. I find ways to get my brows on point. The next one is Revlon. Now, the only thing from Revlon I will purchase is their lipsticks. Y'all, and I say, their lipsticks are the bomb.com. Their lipsticks, you can find colors you probably have never seen before and stuff. And I can actually tell y'all, when I was looking for the perfect like navy bluish purple lipstick to do the Lizzo video I did, inspired look, I just like went, okay. They don't have like a true like navy blue and stuff. So, but the colors are very beautiful. And then I would say they have some pretty good colors that are very complimentary to women of color. Very complimentary to women of color. So I will highly recommend Revlon for their lipsticks. And now we're going to go to two brands that you can literally find in Dollar General, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Dollar Tree per se. And you can actually find one in Walmart. So let me start with, and like both of these brands I'm finna mention, you can actually find in Walmart. Now, one is Perfusion. I'm a Perfusion advocate. I love Perfusion. And the only thing from Perfusion I would recommend are the shadows. I have mostly all of their eyeshadows and thing. Anytime you see me use a Perfusion eyeshadow palette, it's I got it from Walmart mostly. Walmart carries it, and I think if they're at Walmart, they under $20, at least under $20. So yeah. Then you have LA Colors. Now, I would recommend the whole line of LA Colors. When I first started doing makeup, that was the first brand my mom would allow me to wear. My mom would allow me to wear Black Radiance and LA Colors. Now, over the years, LA Colors have had several. Eyeshadows are very pigmented. They lipsticks. Now, I'm obsessed with their lipsticks and their blushes. You get their lipsticks and their blushes, that's good. Because like I call myself a blushy and a lippy. That's somebody who's obsessed with lipstick and lips product and blush. So yeah, I mean, but overall it's a pretty good product and thing. Those are some pretty good products. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is some brands you might have never heard of. Now, if you go on to Amazon.com, you can find these products. Now, I will list all the brands below for you and know which ones I was talking about. So, in no particular order, we have Sleek, Eye Sleek, EYESEEK, Eye Sleek. Now, Eye Sleek is a brand that I do have. I actually do have a couple of those, and they are some pretty good brands on there. And I can actually tell you their products are at least under $20. Everything I'm finna list on Amazon, from Amazon.com, these are brands that you can find on Amazon.com, and they all retail for under $20. The next one is Prism Makeup, PRISM Makeup. I had them for years until I had to I finished them out, finished the palettes out. And let me just tell y'all, those makeup products, oh my god, they are so pigmented. Every shadow is pigmented. And then this one is Delancey, DEPOSITLANCI, Delancey. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. But their makeup is also pretty good. I used them for so many years as well. Docolor, oh my god, they have some pretty good shadow palettes. They have a tropical eyeshadow palette that I really want to get back, because they had this real pretty white that it made a pretty color and stuff. And I'll highly recommend Docolor. Now, Afflano, Afflano, Afflano. Afflano Cosmetics. You can also find them on Instagram and YouTube. And they have some phenomenal makeup. I cannot say anything but best things from them. I have had palettes from them before, and I will recommend them. They have some pretty good palettes. And like I said, every one of these makeup brands I'm mentioning from Amazon, they retail under $10. They have some pretty good palettes. Now, I'm coming up to my favorite too. So let me start off with the Ucanbe. C-A-N. Ucanbe. U-C-A-N-B-E. Ucanbe. Ucanbe is another makeup brand, and I still have some of their palettes. To this day, I still have some of their palettes, and they have some pretty good palettes. Now, with those palettes, Ucanbe has some pretty good palettes with very good pigment. Now, one of my favorite ones I use a lot of is the Ucanbe Spotlight palette. Now, that is a palette, eyeshadow palette I use a lot. And anybody who's been following me for years knows I've been using the Ucanbe palette, Ucanbe Spotlight palette for years for my He-Man and She-Ra series that I do. And I promise y'all will love that palette. Y'all will love that particular palette. Last but not least, Beauty Glaze. I highly recommend Beauty Glaze. Their eyeshadow palettes is also like under $20. They're no more than like $13, $14, $15 at least, the most. The highest I have ever brought one for was $17. But overall, they are good though. So those are makeup brands that I do recommend for somebody who is first starting off doing makeup. So if you're a newcomer to makeup and you don't know what type of makeup brands to use or how to use them, or brands you want to use, these are some highly recommended. I highly recommend these particular brands for you if you're just starting off into makeup. I'm Alicia. Until then, don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.